You look fantastic. Like,
oh, you know, look good there, Coffin.
You guys are making fun of this. Everyone who's watching the videos the next few days to write their memos.
I watch the videos all the time.
Appreciate Ryan's hard work.
we always appreciate
I miss a
Ryan's
lot of
hard
class
work.
and traveling and weddings. I'm on YouTube like 4 hours in a week.
I watch them back on 2 times speed. Not all of it. Oh, I know.
I told them that was an option.
I track the traffic.
Like, oh, it's a 4-hour video. They were done in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Fred's
I like
class?
those posters. I couldn't find it. I just got it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Since we're outside, you gotta be close to Gary because the wind is going to mess up the microphone.
Yeah, those are blue lenses. Love these things.
We have glass.
What do you wear?
Prices start in the mid-threes, like 330.
They don't know I wore a chicken suit for 20 bucks an hour. You think I wouldn't do this for free tuition?
You do what?
So I was on the field trip last year with everybody, so I got to see, you know.
Oh, you're really seeing all the progress. Like,
Yeah,
you can.
I know about the 2-hour party wall.
Okay, there you go.
You remember that part? It was my emphasis. I was like, so where's the party?
The 2-hour party.
I'd
wall?
love to tell you about it, but I'd let him. It's his site.
Okay.
So it's a block, cinder block that resists what 2 hours of direct heat or something.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Are you sure you have the good view?
Yes.
I mean, you do now, but...
You can see on the back. If you tap the screen, you can see it.
Hard hat.
Yeah. So how does
I know.
I didn't do anything.
completely different. Okay, so what
Okay,
are some
stand
of
up.
the stiff falls you would like to
Wait,
not fall into?
okay, yeah, that's perfect. You're welcome.
So we'll sort of get into that.
Okay, so what we've got here is we'll start with this, but just to give you an overview, these are all, quote, fee simple townhomes, which means they're built as a single family dwelling. When we go in, you'll see fire sprinklers in some of them, and I'll explain that when we get there. Other than that, these are fee simple dwellings. So these things sell in the low 3s all the way up to the mid 4s. We start at roughly 1,700 square feet. We have 3-story product here. You don't see them, but they're in the backside. We built 10%, so there's like 12 of them here. We feel that the market, when we built the property, this was going to be a family, a young family community. We're in a very good school zone. It's AA rated. I-77, so you're not in a parking lot on I-75 getting into Miami. The access is very good. Most of these people here are, you know, well, I shouldn't say, practically 100% of these people are in the same zip code, just moving around. It's kind of crazy. We don't have a lot of snowbirds and that type of thing. This is, you know, a lived in community. So what I wanted to start with, we'll get into the construction. So we had to bring the host site up 3 feet. And the purpose of bringing it up 3 feet is we wanted a flood zone X. So you're above the flood zone, so there's no insurance required in that. In doing so, that was a bit of a, you know, as far as earth moving and this and that, it took us some time. So we've been out here roughly a year, and our last building is over there right near the sales office, which looks like an empty field. So what we did is right now we're building 2 buildings a month. So what we've got here, the technique we're using is a slab on grade. It's a monolithic slab. This is all reinforced masonry construction. So this is just the forming portion. We're going to get ready Monday to put in the plumbing. We've got the batter board set up. Forms are in. We leave the front form out so we can get equipment in to start excavating for the plumbing. We'll backfill that. Then the electrician will follow with his underground conduit for all the panels and that type of thing. And then the HVAC guy will come in, run his condensate lines for all the units. And then we basically backfill, compact, put down the wire mesh, the visqueen, and then we pour the slab. So this next building here, obviously the slab's poured. They'll finish this first floor today. And you can't see it, but well, you'll see it down here a little bit further. You'll see all the rebar sticking out of the slab. We tie the vertical steel, bring it up through the block, then we fill every 4 foot on center. We have a number 5 rebar coming up, and you see that little bar up there on top of that wall? That's what we call a bond beam. We used to, yeah, I don't know, have you ever heard of the term tie beam? Anybody? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's sort of passé now. The reason being is we're fortunate enough, because we lay so much block in this part of the country, we can use this technique because the block has to be laid level. And with a tie beam, it doesn't matter what you end up with, the concrete levels it all out, which happens to be a little bit more expensive. This is a better and cheaper way of doing it. So what we do is we bring up that vertical steel and we tie it into the bond beam. So now we're connected from the foundation all the way up through the masonry walls into that double bond of block at the top. You'll see the little U block in it at the very top. Mm-hmm. That's all filled with concrete. So what we'll do is, before we pour this slab, as part of our site development, we've got bores throughout the community to make sure there's nothing down 15, 20, 30 feet below, garbage dump, whatever, could be debris. That's all done. When we compact this, we'll do densities on this, because obviously these are heavy buildings, and soil condition has been all approved for this. What to do is the environmental guy will give us in the geotech, he'll say, based on the bearing pressure, we got to use certain strengths of concrete, and that's all sort of figured in as we structurally go vertical. So we'll just start walking this way, and we'll sort of follow the construction where we just kind of walked up. But I wanted you to see how we start, and then the rest is kind of just block work. So we'll head this way.
How many feet are you above sea level? You're right next to the swamp. Everything's right here. What's
I forget. Oh no, I don't. All these slabs are at 8.5.
Okay. I know. Yeah. Hurricane storms, water sea levels right here.
Yeah.
Close.
I'm just checking with the angle on the head and the camera.
Aaron, help
You're
you.
doing a great job.
I appreciate it, thanks. I need that every 5 minutes for the next 2 hours.
Getting the transfer.
Shoulders. Can't see everybody.
And right, rule of thumb, if they start mocking you, just give them the camera. Height is way taller than you.
I have a picture of my knee.
I have thick skin. I don't mind.
We can stay flat.
I have very thick skin.
one thing that you'll see on residential communities when you go into these housing projects, a lot of builders, they'll bring up block first floor and then they'll go wood framing second floor. That's not a preferred way of building, we feel. The quality going all reinforced masonry. And see, this is all formed up. That's all gets filled with concrete. And we'll get down here and you'll see as it's stripped here on the next building, you'll see some significant beams, and it's all poured concrete, reinforced concrete. And that's just the way we build. That's just what we do and how we do it. We feel it's a very good system. We do have all disciplines. This is all independent structural engineer, mechanical engineers, geotechnical. We use all outside consultants. A lot of home builders don't bother. It's not necessarily required, but that's the way we build. That's the way we've always done it. So all these are done by professional consultants. And we'll walk down.
I was like, that looks like James. I was like, that
See all the
that was
knockouts?
bad.
That's all the vertical steel going up. It will eventually be tied into this double row at the top. So those all get poured. The knockouts there, we got to clean them all out, wash them, and we'll put the plywood on top of that when we pour it. We just got to make sure it's all clean so we get good bond into the block. We use a very like an 8-inch slump. It's like almost like water. It's a slump of 8 inches.